What is going on, guys? So today we're back with another Pokemon Masters video, and today I kind of actually wanted to check out what's going on in this letter here. So this is the volume 2 of the message from the Pokemon Masters team. So this is the follow-up to the other message that we had, which I talked about in the 5 reasons to keep grinding Pokemon Masters video. So you may have not read the first letter, or at least heard my thoughts on it. More than likely you haven't heard my thoughts on it. Either way though, basically the things that I complained about that were pretty bad in Pokemon Masters, they hit 4 out of the 5 for me. So I'm actually pretty okay with it. But basically here at the top, it's just going to talk about how they want to do these letters, and they're going to be sharing some stuff. And since their first message, they stated some areas of focus of insufficient content, lack of appealing rewards, difficulty/design, and poor usability. So these are basically their plans for new content schedule. So holy cow, do they have a ton of stuff already planned. So in November, the reward adjustment and additions. To start, we are focusing on improving the rewards planned for upcoming events. We want to do something for everyone who is currently playing Pokemon Masters, even if it's not a major change. So already in November, they're going to go back and they're going to basically figure out what they're going to do about the reward system, because they basically said they would be giving us better rewards, which is nice. So in December, a game balance adjustments in the battle design, addition of events from which you can get sync pairs, co-op play improvements, and more display options for your sync pairs on the deck screen. Okay, we're planning to improve the UI, game performance, and game balance, which is the battle design. We're also making adjustments so that there will be new events from which you can obtain sync pairs. We've heard your thoughts regarding events up till now, and as we move forward on future updates, we'll continue to value your open and honest feedback. So this actually sounds nice, because there's events that are going to be happening now where you can gain access to sync pairs, which is actually a really nice way to do it. I've talked about it a million times, but Dragon Ball Legends is the only other gacha game that I really have experience in, but they do that all the time. You get regular base Vegito from battling Vegito like 100 times. Like, yeah, you had to beat him 100 times, but you get him powered completely up and he's amazing and he's just freaking good. Either way, that's actually a cool idea. January, sync pair training system expansion and training event improvements. So to achieve our goal of allowing players to strengthen sync pairs in their own way, we are going to expand the way you can develop and train your sync pairs. Training is an extremely important aspect of this game, so we're working hard to ensure that we create a system that has a lot of depth. We will also revamp training events to make them more enjoyable. Okay. In February, we have new single-player content. With the new single-player content on the way, we look forward to seeing players build unique teams and develop new strategies. I hope that doesn't mean that we're having to wait until February to see the story continue. I really hope that's not what that's implying. March marks 6 months since the release of Pokemon Masters, and we intend to bring you a quality celebration experience. We will also revamp story events to better emphasize one of the original goals of the game, which is showing the bonds between trainers and Pokemon. As we continue to listen to your feedback and work towards implementing these updates, there's always the possibility the above points may change. Ultimately, we will continue working toward delivering a game experience that players will enjoy. Alright, so reward adjustments. This is the second point they want to make. Right now we have 4 adjustment plans for reward distribution. 1, after the electric type training event, which you're going to see videos upcoming in the next couple of days of my playing through that, we will increase the number of rewards available in the exchange items menu for all future training events. More gym leader notes and more items for unlocking a sync pairs level cap. Okay? Starting in November, we will increase the number of non-paid gems given out monthly. That's nice. Gems that can be earned from completing existing events, and gems that can be received from event login bonuses. In addition, we are preparing a special login bonus for the first week of November. So automatically it sounds like we're just going to get a bunch of gems dumped on us starting in November, which is good. And it's not that they're just going to dump some gems on us and say sorry, it's that they're increasing the gems permanently, that we're just basically going to get more gems just from playing. We're adding rewards to the exchange item menu for story events, so 3-star and 4-star power-ups will now be available, which is actually pretty good to exchange items for those. That's actually a really good thing. That means I don't have to spend a ton of money to boost up my 4 stars to 5 stars. I like it. The reward for completing courses and super courses will be adjusted. Additional bronze buff blends, bronze tectonics, and bronze 8As will be added to the very hard rewards. Okay. Currently, we are focused on making the adjustments listed above in a timely manner. We understand that there have been other feedback regarding rewards, but we are working to make additional adjustments in the future. We hope that you enjoy the quick boost in the meantime. Nice. So what to expect in the next volume of this whole update letter thing that they're doing. We want Pokemon Masters to bring out the charm of sync pairs, allow you to train your favorites, and inspire you to create your own dream team. As we work toward our goal, we'll continue to make various improvements and focus on the areas of game difficulty and design and poor usability. We plan to start addressing game performance issues in our December update, and our next producer letter will provide more details on the following improvements. Device temperature while playing the game. Okay. Co-op battle pacing. Thank you. Battery consumption and load time. I personally am not affected, obviously, by the 32-bit problem. The fact that 32-bit devices just cannot run this game. But DNA, you have to, like, I know that you guys have to understand this. Like, there's no way that you just are turning a blind eye to this. The 32-bit devices out in the world that want to play your game is enormous. That's a huge number of people that want to play your game that can't. You haven't communicated anything about how you're gonna fix that problem, or even if you care about that problem. Like, why? Alright, regarding our next update timeline, so we'd like to thank you again for your feedback. Blah, 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 blah. Basically, November 7th, they're gonna basically give us another letter, and they're gonna talk about those aforementioned 4 points there. So, I mean, it's nice that they are taking the time to communicate way more effectively than they were before about what they're working on, what the content schedule is going to be, and how they're improving on based on our feedback, because that's perfect. I love that. Thank you, DNA, for taking our feedback in, for one, because I know there's companies out there that just refuse to, like, have any kind of opinion on their players' feedback other than a negative one. But thank you for listening. Because it is nice and it is helpful to have a company that will communicate what they are planning to do and things like that. So I'm still very hopeful, and this definitely does give it a way better outlook for me than what we had, you know, a month ago or even 2 weeks ago. So of course I'm a-okay with the letter. I'm okay with what they've stated. I do hope that they have a few more points that they're gonna add. Maybe in November, in the next volume, volume 3, we'll get some news about 32-bit device support, because while I'm not affected, I know that there's a ton of people that are. And every time they post a tweet and I see the replies to a tweet, it's just like, I wish I could play the game, I wish I could play the game. Like, they have to know that it's a big issue, and I haven't seen a public announcement regarding that I can remember. But either way, since this is a Pokemon Masters video, of course we have to end it with a good old scout here. So I don't know if I want to do, I don't know which one I want to do. I think I'm going to shoot for blue here, so let's go ahead and throw down 300 gems on something that probably is not going to be blue. Well, let's throw it down. No flashy animation. Let's see what kind of antenna. Give me some good stuff here. Just a 3-star. Any kind of good doors? Maybe? No. Okay. So that's actually going to be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hearing my awful, awful voice communicating what you could basically read to begin with. But anyways, until our next video, I'm going to go ahead and head out and play those ending credits for you. thank you guys so much for watching. Always remember that if you like to like videos, you could do that, but if you don't, you could be that guy. Otherwise, let me know what you have to say down in the comments below about the video. I do highly appreciate you guys watching. If you guys want to support me in any way, there are several links down in the description for Patreon, joining the community here on YouTube, or even just directly PayPal if that's your thing. I greatly appreciate everyone's name that's on screen, as you guys have showed some sort of support outside of just viewing the videos, and I thank you guys. You don't understand from the bottom of my heart. So until our next video, guys, I will catch you then.